Picture this. You're a multi-million-dollar artist. You got security. You got connections. You got everything money can buy, but there's still one name that makes you think twice before you even tweet. One dude who's got rappers deleting posts, canceling features, and straight up apologizing on IG Live just to avoid the smoke. We're talking about NBA YoungBoy, a 26-year-old from Baton Rouge who's got more confirmed bodies tied to his circle than most street legends, and a track record that's got the entire rap game walking on eggshells. This ain't no internet tough guy we're dealing with, fam. This is a certified demon who's turned the music industry into his personal chessboard. And every move these rappers make, they got to think about how YB might respond. Right now, with Lil Durk locked up on murder-for-hire charges, we're watching rappers who was just dissing YoungBoy last year now posting his music on their stories like straight fans. G Herbo went from riding with Durk to turning up with the NBA crew. PSD went from back in blood to liking YB's posts. Even Young and Ace, who was King Von's right hand, is now trying to get cool with the same dude who had his homie taken out. But here's the crazy part. YoungBoy's homie NBA Lil Pap got booked for allegedly taking out G-Money, and the streets are saying YB paid for that hit. His other homie Ben 10 got attempted murder charges and a rap sheet longer than most rappers' discographies. These ain't just rap lyrics, gang. This is real street business with real consequences. So why are these tough guys in the industry so terrified of one young dude from Louisiana? Why are rappers who built their whole careers on being gangster now scrambling to get on YoungBoy's good side? And what does it really take to have the entire rap game shook like this? Stick around until the end of this video, because I'm about to break down the real reasons why NBA YoungBoy has become the most feared name in hip-hop. And trust me, after you hear these stories about what happens to people who cross him, you'll understand why even the hardest rappers in the game are choosing survival over pride. Let's get into it. Yo, what's good, fam? Today, we're diving deep into why the entire rap game is terrified of NBA YoungBoy. And trust me, after you hear this, you'll understand why even the hardest rappers think twice before crossing this dude. We're talking about a young man who's got more ops than fans, more bodies allegedly tied to his name than albums, and a reputation so wild that grown men in the industry are literally switching sides just to stay safe. Let me break it down for you. This ain't just about rap beef. This is about real street politics, real consequences, and why YoungBoy Never Broke Again is a name that strikes fear into hearts across the industry. So, buckle up because we're about to expose the truth about why rappers are genuinely scared of NBA YoungBoy. First, let's talk about what makes YoungBoy so dangerous. This ain't no studio gangster we're dealing with. Homie really came up in the trenches of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, where survival meant being ready for war at any moment. From day one, YoungBoy established himself as someone who don't play games, and the streets took notice real quick. But here's where it gets crazy. YoungBoy allegedly caught his first body when he was still a teenager. According to sources, one of his ops named TMH Hammer slid on his grandma's house. And that was it for YoungBoy. Him and his crew got the drop and hopped in that field. Now, they allegedly had their aim off and ended up taking out the op's girlfriend instead of the target. But YoungBoy still rapped about it in his music, saying, "Consequences come behind when my grandma." That's the type of timing YoungBoy been on since the beginning. You touch his family, you're getting touched back, no questions asked. And that reputation followed him as he rose to fame. Let's keep it real about YoungBoy's criminal history, because this is what separates him from these other rap dudes. We're not talking about some petty charges here and there. This man has been linked to serious street business that would make most rappers run for the hills. His homie NBA Lil Pap got booked for the murder of G-Money, a rapper who used to mentor YoungBoy before they fell out. Pap told the cops he was out of town when it went down. But his cell phone records proved he was actually in the city when G-Money got killed. But that's the type of loyalty YoungBoy commands. His people are willing to risk everything for him. And it don't stop there. Another one of YoungBoy's affiliates, NBA Ben 10, has a crazy rap sheet full of weapon and drug charges, plus attempted murder. When comedian Drusky made a joke about YoungBoy's fiancée, Jaslyn Michelle, it was allegedly Ben 10 who replied with this, "Why y'all ends be dying." That ain't internet talk. That's a real threat from someone with a real track record. Now, Here's where it gets really interesting, and this is what shows you just how scared these rappers really are. When Lil Durk was free and the beef between him and YoungBoy was at its peak, a lot of rappers picked sides. They was riding with Durk, dissing YoungBoy, acting like they was really about that life. But now that Durk got locked up on murder for higher charges, watch how quick these same rappers started switching up. It's like they suddenly remembered who they was really dealing with. Take G Herbo, for example. This dude was always cool with Lil Dirt, not just on No Rap. They was really locked in. But recently, G Herbo was spotted in the club turning up with the NBA crew like a straight fan. That's a complete 180 from where he was when Durk was free. Then you got Tusi, who before going D1 in college was a D1 King Von meat writer. Today, he's at YoungBoy concerts singing his songs word for word. These rappers would rather pick money over loyalty, but really they're picking survival over everything else. Even Pooh Shiesty, who was locked in with Durk to the point where they hung in each other's hoods, got exposed for liking YoungBoy's announcements on social media after thinking he was the only solid rapper by Durk's side, even posting him on his birthday. Now he's showing love to the opposition. But why are these rappers so scared? It's not just about YoungBoy street credibility. It's about the pattern of what happens to people who cross him. Look at the body count. G-Money dead. Quick dead. JD Youngin dead. All of these rappers had beef with YoungBoy at some point, and all of them ended up getting killed. Now I'm not saying YoungBoy was directly responsible for all of these, but the pattern is there, and the streets are watching. JD Young is a perfect example. In 2018, Jay was talking about collaborating with YoungBoy, saying, "I'm a fan of YoungBoy's music. We going to collaborate really soon." But then YoungBoy told him to delete a song they had together, and Jay got in his feelings about it. It's rumored YoungBoy allegedly tried to slide on Jay after that track dropped. And even though Jay got killed later, some people thought YoungBoy might be involved. There's no evidence to back that up, but the fact that people even thought it shows you the type of reputation YoungBoy has. Here's something that really shows you how different YoungBoy is from these other rappers. The way he controls his own crew. According to DJ Academics, when he went to YoungBoy's house, he realized his friends are all scared of him. Friends are all scared of him. YoungBoy was literally slapping them in front of A for acting out of place. Lil Dump posted a picture with a bloody lip, and fans were speculating that YoungBoy did that to him for not listening. It was even rumored that YoungBoy spanks his crew with a belt and starves them if they make him mad. Now that might sound crazy, but think about it. If YoungBoy is willing to discipline his own homies like that, what do you think he's willing to do to his enemies? That's the type of control and fear that keeps people in line, and it's why his crew is so loyal to him. The fear of YoungBoy has completely changed how the rap industry operates. Rappers are literally choosing sides based on who they think is more dangerous, not who makes better music, or who they're closer to. Look at Rich the Kid. He's been homies with YoungBoy for years. And YoungBoy allegedly even turned down working with Lil Uzi Vert because Rich had beef with him. But when Rich got caught chilling with Durk at a party, YoungBoy's fans went crazy on him. Rich had to respond on his IG story saying, "First off, I love all the fans, but y'all gotta chill TF out. Top my brother in real life. Not this weird-ass internet world y'all live in." He was trying to play it off, but you could tell he was nervous about the situation. Even Lil Baby, one of the hottest rappers in the game, got crossed out by YoungBoy for working with Durk. YoungBoy dissed him on I Hate YoungBoy with the line, "Baby with him." Or PF 4 polls firing, and according to DJ Academics, YoungBoy turned down a feature with Baby because of his connection to Durk. What makes YoungBoy so dangerous is that he operates by street rules, not industry rules. In the rap game, beef usually stays on wax, but with YoungBoy, everything is personal and everything has real-world consequences. When King Von started dissing YoungBoy, it wasn't just rap beef. It became a real street situation that ended with Von getting killed by YoungBoy's homie Lou Lim. That sent a message to the entire industry. Beef with YoungBoy and his crew, and you might not make it home. The situation with Lit Yoshi is another example. This TBG affiliate is facing 7 attempted murder charges right now and is allegedly responsible for killing YoungBoy's manager Dump. He's also accused of being one of the dudes who tried to take out YoungBoy in Miami back in 2019. But YoungBoy is Still here and Yoshi's locked up facing? Life YoungBoy don't just use physical intimidation. He uses psychological warfare too. When he dropped Bring the Hook and dissed Vaughn and Oblak, he wasn't just making music, he was sending a message. When he posted Cash on the floor spelling out, "You's gon' die and stay safe," that wasn't just flexing. That was a threat and it works. Look how Dirk responded. He had to spell out his own message with Cash just to show he wasn't backing down. But even then, you could tell the pressure was getting to him. YoungBoy has created a situation where rappers have to choose sides, and choosing wrong could have serious consequences. It's like a loyalty test for the entire industry, and a lot of rappers are failing. Young Ace is a perfect example of this. Remember how he was meat riding King Von, hanging with him damn near every day? Now he's posting YoungBoy's music on his story. Not only was YoungBoy King Von's op, he was also Jay Young's op, who was basically considered one of Ace's best friends. After Ace couldn't sell more than 7 tickets for his tour and had to cancel that, now he wants to join the other side. YoungBoy even mentioned he doesn't mess with this goofy, but Ace still wants to be cool with him since he's the hottest thing out right now. What really scares rappers about YoungBoy is that he seems untouchable. Despite all the beef, all the alleged bodies, all the street drama, he's still here making hits and getting richer. Meanwhile, his ops keep ending up dead or locked up. Even when he was on house arrest, he was still dropping projects and going #1. When Atlantic Records allegedly tried to blackball him by taking his mixtape off the charts, he aired them out and eventually left the label for a bigger deal. That's the type of power that scares people. The ability to overcome any obstacle and come out stronger on the other side. Right now, with Dirk locked up, we're seeing the true nature of these industry relationships. Rappers who were riding with Dirk are now trying to get cool with YoungBoy. Not because they respect him more, but because they're scared of what might happen if they don't. It's crazy how these rappers would rather pick money over loyalty, but really they're picking survival over everything else. They see what happened to the people who stayed loyal to YoungBoy's ops, and they don't want that smoke. So, there you have it. The real reason why rappers are scared of NBA YoungBoy. It's not just about his music or his success. It's about his reputation, his track record, and the very real consequences that come with crossing him. YoungBoy has created a climate of fear in the rap industry where rappers have to think twice before making any moves. They know that with YoungBoy, everything is personal. Everything has consequences, and he's got the resources and the crew to back up any threats he makes. Whether you love him or hate him, you have to respect the power he wields. In a game full of fake gangsters and studio tough guys, YoungBoy Never Broke Again is the real deal, and everybody knows it. That's why when rappers see which way the wind is blowing, they switch sides real quick. Because at the end of the day, it's better to be on YoungBoy's good side than to find out what happens when you're on his bad side. What do y'all think? Are these rappers right to be scared, or are they just being smart? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. Until next time, stay safe out there.